In order to record exam results online, it is necessary to access your own private area through the university's website. Click on Login in the left-hand menu. Key in your credentials, username and password to access the various functions. Clicking on Teaching and Exam Schedule displays the list of courses whose exam dates you can manage online. To access the list of exam dates, click on the icon to the right of the name of the relevant didactic activity. This brings you to the list of set exam dates, which for each exam specifies the date, time, and number of students registered for it. Click on the last icon to the right in order to view the list of students who have registered for the exam date and to access all functions associated with the online recording of the exam. This page contains various functions. You may order the list of students by booking date, student registration number, or surname/name using the cursors designed for that purpose. The default setting lists the registered students in order of booking. Moreover, clicking on the name of the student will display a list of exams sat by the student in relation to solely the didactic activities that the exam date relates to. You may print out a list of the registered students by clicking on the relevant link. To independently add a student to the list, including on the day of the exam itself, click on Add Student. Clicking on the Input Results link opens a page in which it is possible to input the results by selecting them from the drop-down menu. It is advisable to save every time a result is input. If you wish to input exam questions or a date for sitting the exam other than that of the exam date, it is necessary to click on the Exam Questions icon next to the drop-down menu and fill up the relevant field in the Student Data section. After having input the desired data, clicking on the arrow button will save and bring you to the next student. On the other hand, clicking on Save returns you to the previous page. Never use the Back button of the browser to return to the previous menu. Once all of the results have been input and saved, click on Exit. This brings you back to the list of registered students with their results input. In this case, once the results have been input, they must be published so that the students can view their grades in their own private area. The first step is to click on the Publish Results link. The screen that opens up will display the exam dates and list of registered students. The system's default setting selects all registered students. The system also indicates as absent all students for whom the results have not been input so far. Therefore, it is advisable to correctly populate the results with the respective figures, including in cases of withdrawal. For all students selected, clicking on the Continue button will publish their results. Before actually publishing the results, the system automatically compiles the field for the refusal deadline. In other words, the date up to which students can view the results and decline the grade if they so choose. In this case, 3 days. Students are sent an email with publication details and the results. It is possible to fill in the Additional Notes field to include some free format text in the email. To proceed, click on the Publish Results button, which opens up the publication confirmation page. Click on Confirm. At this point, the results are published and visible to the students. The result can be modified within 3 days after the date of publication if the student has not expressly declined the grade. The student will be sent an email regarding the change. Once the 3 days have elapsed, you will receive an email requesting that you proceed to officially recording the results. This screen graphically shows how students responded. Next to the results, in the eponymous section of the table, color-coded icons indicate the situation regarding the results based on how the students concerned has chosen to respond. Gray indicates that the student has done nothing. The grade has not been viewed. Yellow indicates that the student has viewed the grade. Red indicates that the student has declined the grade. To generate the exam results report, click on Record, which opens the page with the list of all the results to be recorded. The system's default setting selects all of the students, but not all exam result reports are generated because there are some cases that are handled differently by the system. To view them, click on Click Here. Results without exam results report students who have withdrawn, who have not accepted their grade, or who were absent. These cases are highlighted by the system in a list of results without exam results report. To proceed to generate and sign the exam results reports, start from the list of results to be recorded. The system selects all of the results that can be recorded. To proceed to generate and sign the exam results reports, click on the Sign Exam Results Report button. The system displays a mask containing the list of the exam results reports to be generated. Clicking on Signature opens the page for inserting the remote signature codes. In particular, the top part of the masks displays the list of exam results reports with the relevant details and student data. The bottom part of the mask displays the instructions for remote signature. In other words, keying in the secret PIN chosen during the signature setup phase consisting of 8 figures. At the same time, the button on the Info Cert token must be pressed so as to view the one-time password. Then proceed by clicking on Signature. After having keyed in the PIN and one-time password and signed the exam results report, the system brings you back to the previous page. The exam date will appear as closed.